also at the Munich Security Conference, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton became very, very uncomfortable being called out for her severe Trump derangement syndrome. It was interesting that she actually admitted that mass migration has been destabilising to the US, which is, you know, it's somehow not offensive when she states the obvious. But Hillary Clinton ended up ranting about just how much she hates Donald Trump and gets called out for it by Czech's Deputy Prime Minister. Watch this.
None of us in this room, including all of us on this panel, would choose to live under a regime that was so unaccountable that it could act with impunity the way that Putin does, except that's who Trump is modeling himself after.
Well, first, I think you really don't like him.
You know, that is absolutely true. But I really, not only do I not like him, I don't like him because of what he's doing to the United States and the world. And I think you should take a hard look at it if you think that there is something good that will come out of it.
What I think Trump is doing in America, I think it is reaction for something that, for some policies that really went too far from the regular people, too far from reality. So, you know, we saw the cancel culture. We saw the woke revolution.
He went on to say that there are only two genders, but it's interesting, Hillary. I mean, you listen to Marco Rubio's speech, he's just such a class act. Hillary Clinton there just can't handle a bit of truth that what we are seeing play out right now is partly a reaction to woke, far left policies just ruining America.
Well, absolutely. And where on earth was she when President Biden was letting in over 20 million illegals? How come she didn't have any umbrage then? It's rather sort of selective morality here. I think also she's trying to be very relevant in a time when she is definitely irrelevant. And sadly, she's contradicting herself because she was quoted back many years ago, long before President Trump was elected, even in his first term, as saying, we need somebody like Donald Trump to run for president who can't be bought. And she's actually on record as saying that. So it's amazing how she's now changed her mind just because he isn't of the correct political party. But I would like her to actually point to some of her points. Where is the success in what she's saying that he didn't do? In other words, she was there. She was at the helm. She could have made a difference when President Biden was doing these very things. So point to failures, not the successes, which she's taking umbrage at.
You're absolutely right. Let's just turn to this story that's gripping America. Donald Trump has now threatened the death penalty for the kidnappers of Nancy Guthrie if they fail to return her safely. Donald Trump told the New York Post that he would direct the Justice Department to pursue capital punishment if the 84-year-old mother of Savannah Guthrie is harmed. Now, this comes as Savannah Guthrie released another video saying that she is holding on to hope.
It's been 2 weeks since our mom was taken. We still have hope. And we still believe to whoever has her or knows where she is that it's never too late. And you're not lost or alone. And it is never too late to do the right thing.
Also, Hillary, authorities have confirmed that the family has been cleared as suspects, but more than 2 weeks now. It's certainly getting challenging. What do you make of Donald Trump's words there?
Well, obviously, it's a ghastly situation. I don't know. I think that it's a federal issue whether somebody can receive the death penalty, whether he can interject himself into a certain state. But obviously, he's going to lean on the Justice Department. I think his sentiment is in the right place. I think what's very sad about this is when, Samantha's pleading with somebody to do the decent thing. It's never too late to do the decent thing. But somebody who isn't decent, that doesn't really appeal to them. Also, the one thing I found very strange, a lot of this seems like the Keystone Cops to me. You know that they found a lot of gloves, and those are sheriffs and those that are investigating the case have just been sort of dumping and dropping their gloves. That just seems rather strange. A lot about it is really baffling, I will say. Why they've done things sort of like, to use the American expression, ass backwards, things to do with the DNA, things to do with the camera, the Ring camera at the home, and lots of things that I know of time because they had to get the footage. But it's all, I think, a very strange case. A lot about it is beyond baffling, but at least President Trump has tried to do the right thing and been supportive, which is very good because he's also reaching across the aisle, because it's not he's on a right-leaning network. I think he's done the right thing in this case. Very admirable.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. So many twists and turns in this case. We have to leave it there. Hillary Fordwich, President and founder of Strelmark, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, pleasure always, Gabriella. Thank you for having me.